And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Ghost Friggin' Talkin'. I am your humble host. My name is Nick, and we are here tonight just because we haven't talked to you guys in a very long time. And tomorrow is Friday the 13th, ladies and gentlemen. So who is going to be out there watching Friday the 13th movie marathon? So I believe AMC, maybe? Shudder? Someone's putting on a complete Friday the 13th marathon tomorrow. So if you are being locked in by this pandemic happening right now, this coronavirus, is it end of days, ladies and gentlemen? Are we looking at end of days here? It sure feels like end of days going on right now. I'm going to open up the chat tonight here. Let me know what is happening around in your area. For how are they taking care of people? Do you have this thing going on in your area? As of right now, where we are here in Rockford, Illinois, they have not had any confirmed cases in our county. But we're not too far from Chicago, where I think that was the first place that ended up having this virus show up, and it was at O'Hare. And it was weird because it was like a week after I got home from Alabama, because I went to Alabama. It was a week after that that the first case came through O'Hare, same airport I went through for when I was down in Alabama. But yeah, the chat is open, so if you are here and you want to say hi or just let me know what's on your mind tonight. We'll talk superstitions. We have talked superstitions on a past episode. Usually I do have my co-host tonight. But he was feeling a little under the weather, ladies and gentlemen. He's fine. No coronavirus here, so he's just feeling a little under the weather tonight, and couldn't hop on here with me. But we do feel bad. We haven't been out here with our people in a while. We do have some housekeeping to do because in 2 weeks' time, on March 28th, we will be live at Wolf Hollow for a ghost hunting event where we will be showing evidence of what we've caught using our ghost equipment. And we are actually going to be going into Wolf Hollow the week before to actually investigate their shop that they've had some activity in. No, we are not professional ghost hunters, but then again, are there really things as professional ghost hunters? We're all out here trying our best to try to get evidence and whatnot. So if anyone says they're professionals, there's no classes to take for it. This isn't an accredited college course to actually go ghost hunting. We are very much green in that area, but I did a little bit of time with Winnebago County Paranormal. I've been on a few investigations, learned how to investigate through them, and what I'm looking for, when I'm going through evidence and stuff like that. If you want to check out some of the stuff we have gone through and witnessed, and we have evidence on this channel here, after this stream, you can go on there and check out what we've done in past episodes. We actually had old videos from our other channel, the Brickhead Family, when we family-tized that channel, and we moved that kind of content over to this one. So you'll see some pretty good evidence. We've had very much luck with the Spirit Box. Spirit Box seems to be our go-to for our house. Our spirit that is hanging out in our house loves to talk through the Spirit Box. So I will be bringing the Spirit Box to Wolf Hollow. because what they really want me to do is bring some equipment there and explain how it's used and the technicalities of it and whether we have some evidence. I do have the iOvilus. It is the item that you would see in Ghost Adventures, created by Digital Dowsing, Bill Chappell. And I swear by the app because we've had some massive experiences with the iOvilus. One that really blows my mind is if you guys go back and watch our Clinton Road in New Jersey episode, you'll see where we're actually driving down the road and the iOvilus comes across and says, remove shoes. And no sooner than a minute later of us driving, we come across a telephone pole that has shoes tossed over it, like a whole roll of shoes. It was just a massive amount of heebie-jeebies when we came across that, and the entire van was like, whoa, dude, this is crazy. So we do love the iOvilus. So we will be showing that off as well at Wolf Hollow on the 28th of March. But what I kind of want to come in today so I could actually chat with you guys and see what you guys have been up to. Today has been the day of days of where it feels like, is it the end of the world? Is this the sign of the apocalypse? Is hell coming to us in the form of a coronavirus? Or is this all man-made propaganda? Is this propaganda? Is this the media trying to get you scared? Is this propaganda from the toilet paper companies making you go out and buy all this toilet paper? Right now, there's not one roll of toilet paper to be found in stores anywhere. What that's going to do is that it's going to have people throwing toilet paper up on eBay for ridiculous prices. Just kind of like, what was it last week, where the face masks and the what else? It was the hand sanitizer going for ridiculous prices on there. So it's ridiculous. Yes. I think it's way knee jerk, but if you start looking at the way things are going, the NBA closes off their season. Baseball's pushing back theirs. NHL closed up their season. They are getting rid of the NCAA tournament. This is a moneymaker. Vegas is going to take a hit so hard on this. With no NCAA tournament to happen, there's not going to be any money flowing through Vegas. And the economy is going to take a pretty big hit on this. Even though everyone's out here buy. But I have a feeling that in the end, you're going to have all these unemployed people. You're going to have all these people that worked at these arenas and stuff like that. All these people that, these people that make their money just by selling stuff, vendorizing at these events. Here in town, they've actually made a law to where no more than 25 people can convene at one spot. 25 people in one spot. So it was really funny because there is a local shop here. It's called Culture Shock here in Rockford, Illinois. And they put out a thing on Facebook today where they say they're going to keep their shop open, but they're going to have a little bit of fun with it because they are going to limit it to 25 people in the shop at one time. So you can bring your friends and stuff to shop with you. And they are also going to, every 25 minutes, they're going to have an alarm go off in their shop. And every 25 minutes, they're going to make everybody leave, and they're going to scrub down countertops, anything that people would touch throughout the store. So every 25 minutes, they're going to make sure that their stores staying very clean. So if you guys are there, I don't know if the chat is working here tonight because I don't see anything coming up in the chat, but I do see that, I have some viewers here. So thank you guys for tuning in, talking about end of days. I know it's a little bit of a catchy, title there, and we're talking. It's not end of days. I know it's not end of days, but it today had a very weird end of days feel to it. Just because every 5 seconds you would look on Facebook, something else is closed. Somebody else is closing up stuff. They have canceled all like high school games and stuff like that. But yet high schools, all kinds of schools are still open. So when they initiated a limit of 25 people to convene in one spot, they were not thinking of schools. You're going to have more than 25 people in a school. And, when you think of places like Target, you're going to have 25 people just working at Target. Wouldn't you think? I don't know how they're going to initiate this, but yeah, 25 people rule. And I do know that I believe California was the first one to initiate the limiting of people in a certain area to try to prevent more spread of this coronavirus. Every time I say the coronavirus, though, it makes me want to fucking drink. Coronavirus and Lyme disease need to get together and just chill the fuck out. So, you have your corona and you get your Lyme. See what I did there. But yeah, so coronavirus is everywhere. You can't escape it. You can't escape it now because I'm talking about it. But yeah, we, like I said, hopefully they do not cancel our thing coming up here at Wolf Hollow. Hold on a second. I got a cat down here. Driving me nuts, hitting a ball around on the floor. All right, so. But yeah, hopefully Wolf Hollow doesn't cancel this get together because I'm really looking forward to getting into their shop and investigating because there's one big love that I love to do, and I love to investigate. It's the thrill of the moment, the adrenaline you get when you actually get to go in and investigate a place. Yeah, their shop. You walk in and it's a spooky shop, and it's not going to be like one of these like creepy houses that I've gone into, where you just feel blah when you come in. Their shop is very inviting, but there is a certain part in the shop that I have felt some stuff gone down. And it's by a church pew, and they've actually had mediums come in and say that there's somebody tied to that church pew. And I will get more in depth into that when we do our video. So stay tuned to the show here. In a few weeks, we will be posting a video of our findings at Wolf Hollow if you can't make it down to Wolf Hollow here in Rockford. All right, so how do I want to go with this? I did tell you I went down to Alabama. Went down to Alabama for a Lego convention, but me and my buddies, we ended up getting out and investigating a couple places while we were down there. Our first stop was the Fairmont, the Fremont. I don't remember what the actual hotel was, but it's a well documented haunted hotel. We went down there. And unfortunately, it really sucks because I went in there with the cameras and nothing. I couldn't tape. They stopped me at the door and told me I could not tape. So unfortunately, that was that case. That sucked. But they did let us go in and have our way with the hotel. We got to walk through the halls and stuff like that, but we just couldn't record. So we had a few personal experiences in the hotel. Had a couple hits on the Eye Ovilus, where it was pretty much spot on to what we were doing. We got off an elevator and there was this really cool lamp, and my buddy Brian, he went over and said, "Oh, this is a really nice lamp," and all of a sudden the eye said brass, and it was made out of brass piping, so it was pretty cool on how that happened, and it came across and said famous on it because Hank Williams Sr., the ghost of Hank Williams Sr. has been seen around the hallways of, what is this place? Is it the Fremont? It might be Fremont. Beaumont? Browmont? I don't know. Something Mont. I could be totally wrong. But it sucked that they wouldn't let me film. They had a really cool top to this building where it's a rooftop bar. And we actually got to talk to the bartender up there who makes one hell of a mojito. According to Brian. He had like 3 or 4 while we were standing up there talking to the guy. But he gave us some pretty good stories, and we'll release that on our video of our findings. Like I said, it's going to be hard to do a video for that because as soon as we stepped in, they're like, no, you can't film here. So I had to turn off the camera and left it with them. And then, we got a couple pictures of what we were doing, and I will do a little bit more voiceover for that episode. So stay tuned for the findings of this hotel in Birmingham, Alabama. Our second stop that night, we went out to, where did we go? To Sloss Furnace, one of the most haunted places in the world, let alone Alabama. And unfortunately, they are gated up all the hell, and it was late at night, and we didn't feel like breaking and entering. So we kind of just walked around the base of the place, and I had the eye obelisk running for a little bit, and then I had the spirit box. And since I've gone back and looked at the video for that, nothing jumped out. So once again, I will just give like a little bit of history on what the Sloss Furnace is and some of the history about it, and just show you some of the footage of us walking around it because once again, nothing happened because, we couldn't get into the place. Like I said, we could have. There was a couple spots in that fence that we could have gotten under and got in there, but we didn't feel like getting thrown in jail while we were down in Birmingham, Alabama for a LEGO convention. But after that, we ended up going to our third and final location that night. We went to, Oak Hill Cemetery. Which was unbelievable. I haven't gotten to the actual footage of that, but the feelings that you get when you walk into this place is incredible. And it wasn't like it was only felt by me; it was felt by the group that we had. So I know that they had feelings on it, and as soon as you walk in, you're right at the bottom of this hill area. And you just feel like everybody's just kind of hovering over you and watching you while you're walking through the cemetery. And we have a few funny stories along the way because we ended up taking Ubers through the city to these different spots. And when you had to explain to somebody that we're out looking for ghosts at a cemetery at 1 o'clock in the morning, it raised some kind of eyebrows with these guys. So, but we have a few funny stories with that, so I'll kind of quip that into the video. But yeah, it should be interesting to see what I get on for evidence with that, because first of all, I didn't have my full spectrum camera with me, my night vision camera. I did not have it, which is another story that me and Trent will go over on our real podcast episode. We will be filming Sunday night. We'll be filming the real show Sunday night when he's feeling a little bit better to get on here. Originally tonight we were supposed to do it, like I said, but he was feeling a little under the weather. And knock on wood, it's not coronavirus. It's just him not feeling so well. So yeah, Birmingham, Alabama, it does have some feels out there. I would love to go back down there and actually set up a time to go into Sloss. I'm going to do that if we can. If this isn't end of days and I get to go back to Alabama next year for Brick Fair, we'll set something up to where we can actually go to that. Like I said, if it's not end of days. Yeah, so Birmingham was fun. Hope to go back down there again. I will definitely go down there, like I said, and hopefully set something up. Because Sloss Furnace is one of my bucket list items. That with Waverly Hills. I would love to go to Waverly Hills. That's my number one bucket list item is Waverly Hills in Louisville. So I could probably still do a day trip down to Louisville and go and check out Waverly Hills. So maybe I can find a cool partner to go out there with me, and we'll go hunt. All right, so let's see. What do we want to also cover? Oh yeah, we've actually had a lot of activity in the house lately. From where we had nothing, it was like weeks leading up to Christmas. Nothing has happened in this house, and Christmas Eve we were doing a live video for our Lego YouTube channel, and we had chandeliers swinging up here. We had music boxes going off when we went and visited my mom, and we feel it was my dad. He was out there, visiting us on Christmas Eve at my mom's place. So it was kind of a touching one. But I've actually had a lot of stuff being moved in the house lately. We've had stuff disappear and then just reappear, which has been unusual for us. Which leads me back to the whole full spectrum camera. Couldn't find it before my trip, and then all of a sudden, one day a couple weeks ago, I walked into my bedroom, and there it was sitting on the middle of my bed of all things. So I brought it out and was like, Trent, did you put this on? Did you find my camera? He's like, no. So I went and asked the other two kids if they had found the camera or whatnot, and they had not found the camera. So it's the ghost is playing some tricks on me. As of right now, I feel something is right here. And I don't know if you guys have caught it because I see there's a little bit of glare on my glasses, but I keep catching something out of the corner of my eye on this side. It still keeps catching me. So should be interesting if we can get a spirit box session going sometime this week and tape to see what we can find. We've had the other night I was in my bedroom watching TV, and I heard a clanking sound, like metal being tossed. And when I walked out here, there was a wrench, a heavy wrench in the middle of the kitchen, and it couldn't have been my cats because this was a heavy wrench, and these are little cats. They're not going to be carrying a huge ass wrench around, and all the way from the laundry room all the way to the middle of the kitchen floor. So that no way in the world that they could have carried that wrench. But for an energy source to be able to pick up that size of wrench, had to have been some heavy energy in the house that night. So that it's exciting when it happens. But I just hope that it doesn't mean that it's ramping up power enough to actually inflict damage, because you would think that if that wrench got out there, it's going to hurt somebody if that wrench gets thrown. That activity abounds, and it's been very active the last few weeks, and the energy in the house, you can definitely feel a different energy in the house. Myself, I feel that I've been a little down myself. So I don't know if it's more stress of everything or is it taking my energy a little bit. So I'll get down to the bottom of it. If this isn't the end of days. knows? All right, guys. Well, this was a fun little chat with you. I just want to let you guys know that we are still here. Like I said, we were going to give you a full-on episode tonight, but my partner in crime has not felt so well, so I let him have the night off. But I had everything set up, so I thought I'd just come out here and talk to you guys anyway, because we are still thinking of you guys. We have awesome fans out there buying merch up and showing them off. So if you guys want some awesome Ghost Freaking Talking gear, make sure to hit that link in the description below. And all the money that we bring in via the merch will go right back to our channel. And I'm using it right now. Since the last time you guys talked to us, I do have a new laptop. And as you can see, I've got some new stuff running on the OBS system. And getting everything looking all fancy and cool for you guys. All right, so once again, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And I promise we are going to bring you the spooky. And also make sure to, if you guys haven't, make sure to check out Wolf Hollow on Facebook or Instagram. And check out the cool stuff that's in their store. And wish me luck on, hopefully we get something cool when we go and investigate next Saturday. Next Saturday night, we'll be out there. And then I will review the tapes during the week. And hopefully have a cool presentation for everybody to watch at Wolf Hollow on the 28th, Saturday the 28th. But happy Friday the 13th, people. Hopefully this isn't the sign of end of days with this whole coronavirus, and it's more of a complete knee-jerk situation here. But I can understand why everyone is on edge, because you just don't know. You just don't know. Is it end of days? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys are watching this post-show, let me know, how's it been in your town? Is it gone? Is everything gone off the stores? Shelves are clean. Businesses are shutting down. Tabby, what's up? That explains the off week I have. Had. To explain the off week I've had. Yeah, so, all right. Well, thank you, Tabby, for tuning in. I appreciate you tuning in to the live show. This will be going up on the podcast, so if you guys can, make sure to subscribe on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, Podbean. Make sure to go and subscribe wherever you guys can subscribe to Ghost Freaking Talking. And I appreciate you guys still sticking with us. Like I said, we've been off for a while, but we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We are back. We are back. And hopefully we're at full strength when we film Sunday night. So we will have a brand new episode of Ghost Freaking Talking, a full-length episode Monday morning for you guys. All right, guys. Well, I am Nick for Ghost Freaking Talking. Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. All right, guys, hit that like button on this video and share it with your friends and tell them that the Ghost Freaking Talking sent you and the Ghost Freaking Talking loves you. And if you have your own very own ghost story to share, we will read them right here on this show. Go to ghostft@yahoo.com, write your story, and send them to us. Or if you go out and buy your Ghost Freaking Talking merch, make sure to take a picture of it, send it to us, and we will show it all to the world on our Instagram and Facebook page. All right, guys. Thanks once again for tuning in. And as always, stay spooky. All right, guys. Happy Friday the 13th. And hopefully this is not the end of days. Good night.